Can't see me. Won't catch me slipping. Oh, okay, well actually you will right now. But first, hi guys. I am your girl Kiki Soto and welcome back to Urban Girl Gardening. Today we are going to be trimming our sweet potato slips. You can't see me. Won't catch me slipping. Oh, okay, well actually you will right now. But first, I want to say a big thank you to Miss Donnie from Growing with Donnie, to my girl Tanisha from God's Garden Girl channel, and to my girl Miss Rowe, the Texas Garden Girl. Thank you guys so much. Saturday I did a live in my Facebook garden group, Urban Girl Gardening, and I actually trimmed some of these slips already and showed my guys how to root them, which is exactly what I'm about to show all of you, how I root my slips. And we had such a great turnout. We had so much fun, and I really appreciate you guys coming over to my Facebook group and having a good time with us. So thank you ladies, and if I missed anybody else that came over, I apologize. Just let me know, and just remind me, and I'll leave your channels down in the description box so everybody else can come visit you guys, because I am just grateful for you all. So you guys, my viewers, if you have not followed me on any other social media, you might want to head on over there because we have a lot of fun. All my tags are the same on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, all Urban Girl Gardening. Before you leave and go do that, make sure while you're here, you like, you subscribe, you share, you comment if you have something to say, and we can have a good time. You can be a part of the Urban Girl Gardening family. You can come on in and get your UGG hug. All right, let's get into this video. There are the sweet potatoes that are in soil. The one that's going wild and crazy, that is the purple jasmine sweet potato. I also have the Hannah White. I'm gonna bring this in. And if you look on the side here, see if I can show you guys, you'll see some slips starting to form here. That's the Hannah White. And then here, this is a Japanese variety. And then here, this is the Jules and Garnett variety. So all of these are organic sweet potatoes from Whole Foods. So on February 11th, 2021, I started this sweet potato slip process, and I am doing the soil method, and I am also doing the water in the cup method. And each variety of potato, I have two. One of them is in the soil and one of them is in the water. So today I'm going to show you guys how I root my slips. Now these are the ones, let me show you guys here. Try not to knock anything over. Oh, almost did. These are the slips that I cut on Saturday on my Facebook Live. And this is actually, I only did two. So I did two long ones. And this is the one here. You can see those roots. This is the one that was closest to the sweet potato. But as you all know, when sweet potato vines touch anything, they put out another root and you potentially have another plant. So because these are so long, I decided to cut in several places and drop them in the water. And these will take, I'm trying to put this down again without dropping stuff, y'all. I can't be spilling water all over the place. So these will take a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, as long as they need to take to root in the water. So what you're gonna do is, first I gotta untwist the bottom here so I can separate them. If they twist it all together, all intertwined. When you get to this point where you have to cut your slips, you want to get in as close as possible to the actual sweet potato. I'm gonna go all the way down as close as possible and snip. So this was the bottom here, and it's very long. So now that you have your slip, the only thing left to do is put it in some water. It's really that simple. And I got these little plastic cups here. I got a pitcher of water, and I'm gonna fill this. So far so good, really simple, right? And because these have so many extensions here, well, this one, I'm going to root this one itself. But you don't want any leaves in the water, so I'm pinching off this bottom one here. And this is going right in there, just like that. That simple, guys. That simple. And let's see if I can show you guys this. Those are little roots that were already starting to form. So I'm going to snip or pluck off these leaves here, and then I'm going to cut right above this top leaf. Looks like I have to sharpen my shears, my pruners, but I'm going to cut right above there. Take this little piece off, and I'm adding it right to my cup. And I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to continue to go up because, wow, these are really dull. Because this one long slip has the potential to give me several slips. So far I've already got 3 out of 1 cutting. And these are tiny, but what the hell, you know, they continue to grow. So I'm gonna give them a shot. So just like that, I have a bunch of slips. And now they're rooting. And like I said, this is gonna take a few weeks, but it's fine. It's absolutely fine. So in here, I'm going to again cut as close to the sweet potato as possible. I'm going to, ooh, actually it's one long vine with a bunch sticking out. So I'm going to try to get this whole thing off of there. Look at that. They were all growing from one area. So now I'm going to do the same thing. This one here. I'm going to leave it as long as it is. Take some of these leaves off the bottom. These leaves, which are very edible, which I'll probably saute and go in and eat with my eggs this morning. I'm going to add some water here to my cup. And now I have started to root more of my sweet potato slips. Sorry, baby, you're getting eaten. You're getting eaten. You're getting eaten. You're just going away. Look at that. So I am going to trim right here and right here. And they're all going in a cup. Sweet potato slips. It's actually really cute. Anyway, you don't have to worry about crowding. It won't stop them from rooting at all. And here, again, already already starting to root. Focus, 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 focus. See those nodes? Those are all roots. So I'm going to continue with these, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to prep the slips that are growing in the cups. Got some interesting things going on in those cups. So all the slips that we've gotten so far from the Purple Jasmine sweet potato, the one that's in the soil. Remember, that's just the one that's in the soil. And there's still some slips growing on it. So we are going to be busy. So after these root, they grow big lush roots, thick lush roots. They're just gonna go in a pot in some soil where they'll stay and they'll be fine temporarily until they head out to warmer pastures. So I'm gonna leave these here and let them continue to grow, and then there's some new shoots sticking out. So I'm gonna leave that, and I'm actually gonna spray these open areas here where I cut. I'm gonna spray that with a little peroxide water mixture just to heal it and make sure no bacteria goes in. And then, you know, in a few weeks, guys, we'll be chopping some and rooting some slips from the other ones. They're all growing in their own time, but I have 8 weeks until my last frost date, so I got time too. Okay, so now we're gonna take a look at how our sweet potatoes are doing in the cups. And we left off with the Purple Jasmine, so we're gonna pick up right where we left off. And although in the water it seems to have lots and lots of roots, it's not really giving off too many slips. So I'll bring it in closer, and you can see one little slip coming there. You can see one little slip protruding on the bottom. And then there's a few like trying to make their way out. You guys can see that right there. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna give up yet. What I'm going to actually do is, I am going to cut this one in half and see if I divide the pressure a little bit, so to say. Maybe the top gets some water, the bottom gets its water. Maybe I'll get slips from both sides. We shall see. I have a cutting board. I got a cleaver. Seems like the slip that's starting to grow is lined up right with the holes. I'm gonna cut under it, and we shall see what happens. Gardening is an experiment, isn't it? Oh gosh, I forgot how tough sweet potatoes were to cut. Oh my goodness. Ah! And it looks like we're starting to have a little bit of rot there. So I am going to try to cut this off because we don't like to waste nothing around here. So this side is going to go downwards anyway. And what I'm going to do is take another one of these little cups. Just going to pour the water in here. And that is going to overflow. So I'm going to let this guy sit in the water here. This one, I'm going to leave it in a smaller cup as well. This was an example of how a particular variety of sweet potato did way better in the soil than it did in the cup. Now, let's look at something a little bit different. This is the Hannah White. Isn't it beautiful? This is the Hannah White, and it's giving me slips on the bottom. It's giving me slips up the sides. So I think I'm just gonna let this one rock. I really do. And not only is it giving me slips, but the slips have roots. Okay? And it's really, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So this one is good to go just as it is. This is the, I'm pretty sure this is the Garnet and Jewel. This one has slips coming all over it too. But this one is pretty huge, guys. So I actually think I am going to cut this one in half and split it between 2 cups. Now I gotta cut this in half, and I'm gonna try to get as close to the holes as possible. Oh, I broke off a slip. Guess what? I'm gonna put this in soil, and then I'm gonna let y'all know what happens to this itty bitty baby slip that I broke off, because it already has roots. It already has. Y'all, this is a sweet potato in the making. Y'all ready? All right. Beautiful on the inside. Okay, so this is the side that was already in the water. So I'm actually gonna leave this right in the water as it was. And I wanna get these roots down. Let's get the roots back in. Stop fighting me, stop fighting me. Same thing here. Add some water. This one. I'm gonna let it sit in the water just like that. And we're gonna check back and see how these roots do. The Japanese variety. And I am spilling water, child. And look at this beast. Look at that, y'all. Slips and roots everywhere. Everywhere. But there's a little bit of rot right there where that skewer is. So I'm gonna cut it. I'm going to cut it. All right, y'all, here we go again. Oh, so we've actually got quite a bit of rot on this one. I don't know if we should save the top. Now, if you grew up poor, then you know we don't waste nothing, child. And although I'm not eating this food, this is growing me more food. So just like I'm gonna spray the other sweet potato that's in the soil, I'm gonna spray the top of this with a little hydrogen peroxide as well. This side, I don't think it's worth keeping. This is gonna go in the compost. It's really deep. By the time I cut that, there'll be nothing left. This is going to go right back in here. And now I get to heal it. So I really hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to take my slips here, my leaves. I'm gonna saute these with some eggs, and you guys are going to subscribe, and you're gonna like, and you're gonna comment so we can chat. You're gonna follow me on all my social media at Urban Girl Gardening. That's Facebook, that's Instagram, that's TikTok, and don't laugh at me on TikTok. I'm old, I'm learning, okay? I'll get there, it'll get good, I promise. And if you want, you can email me at theurbangirlgardening@gmail.com. And yeah, learn with me, grow with me. Thank you guys so much for being here.